After a long time in the national capital, Delhi's BJP office completely decked and decorated. There are banners, there are flags. That's Delhi mein Bhajpa Sarkar. This is the Delhi BJP office. Remember, there's a separate BJP headquarters in Delhi. This is the Delhi BJP unit. And because of the victory that has come to them after 27 years, they're ensuring no stone is left unturned. And I can tell you, I've been to this office, which has often looked desolate as well. When the Aam Aadmi Party era was on, Congress era was on, BJP's office was definitely never this decorated for sure. But this is their moment. They have put in all the veteran faces from Delhi BJP, from the national leadership. This is where possibly some celebration is also going to be on. Posters and banners have been used to decorate the office. Piyush Mishra has sent us a ground report from Delhi BJP office. Let's take a look at that.
After securing a huge mandate in Delhi, BJP is now finally going to have its government in the national capital. Today, BJP has called for the meeting of its all MLAs, and in the evening, the name of next Chief Minister will also be decided. Right now, I'm present at Delhi BJP headquarters, where you can see a huge poster also, which has been pasted, on which it is written, भाजपा विधायक दल की बैठक में सभी नवनिर्वाचित विधायकों का हार्दिक अभिनंदन. So it reads that BJP welcomes all newly elected MLAs. Now let us also show you the visuals from right outside the Delhi BJP office, and the preparations those have been done. You can see how flags and banners, a lot of flags and banners have been put up at the entry gate. There's a special enclosure for media persons. Media today is not allowed inside the BJP headquarters as a crucial meeting to take place. Special tent has been erected for media. At the entry gate, it is written Delhi mein Bhajpa Sarkar, and for getting this day, and also to see this day, BJP has done a lot. After 27 years, BJP is going to form the government in the state. Let us also go inside and show you how the preparations have been done inside the Bharatiya Janata Party headquarters, where this crucial meeting will take place. You can see how there are a lot of posters, banners, flags of BJP. Those have been put up here. There are big cutouts of PM Narendra Modi, also Home Minister Amit Shah, and also BJP's National President JP Nadda. Those have been put up here. So today, when MLAs will enter inside this headquarter, they will first go directly to that place. Let me also try to show you the visuals of that area also, where this important meeting will take place at 7 p.m. today. Before that, all preparations have been done by the Bharatiya Janata Party. What we are learning is that observers will come, senior leaders will also be the part of this important meeting, and for that there is a special place which has also been designated by the BJP where all 48 MLAs will come, and this is the same place where today it will be decided who is going to be the next Chief Minister of Delhi. With video journalist Nasir, I am Piyush Mishra in Delhi for India Today.
So saffron is clearly the color at the Delhi BJP office, and our wait for a new Chief Minister definitely set to conclude. Remember, a lot of business needs to be accomplished as well. So this evening, 7 p.m, stay tuned. There's going to be a BJP Legislature Party meeting, and as that is organized, there are going to be all the elected MLAs. They will elect the leader of the House, and whether it will be a unanimous decision, could there be a discussion on it, could there be multiple names, we'll be tracking all that and more. But preparations, meanwhile, are already on for tomorrow's oath ceremony. So the ceremony is decided. That's happening, irrespective. Full swing at the historic Ramlila grounds in Delhi. 7 p.m, the meeting begins. So at possibly an hour or so after that, the announcement will be made. After the announcement is made, the elected leader of the House, all BJP MLAs, Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva will formally stake claim to form the government, reaching out to the governor of Delhi. Now, remember, there are many names who are being front runners. 3 top contenders coming in right now as per calculations. Parvesh Verma for defeating Kejriwal, Ashish Sood, a senior member, Rekha Gupta, a woman face. But having tracked the BJP, could there be a completely new, different, surprise name that could come to the fore as well? 11 a.m. tomorrow, there will be the grand oath ceremony, for which Prime Minister Modi, union ministers, other dignitaries will also be present. We're also informed that apart from the massive crowd of supporters and cadre who will be there are celebrities who've been invited, tech corporate honchos also who've been sent an invitation.
देखिए, दिल्ली को बदलने वाली सरकार, दिल्ली से गंदगी हटाने वाली सरकार, दिल्ली से गंदा पानी, गंदी हवा और यमुना जी को साफ करने वाली सरकार, दिल्ली के भविष्य को बचाने वाली सरकार मिलने जा रही है। मेरे को बहुत खुशी है इस बात की कि दिल्ली अब बदलाव देखेगी। एक जनरेशन जो थी 12 साल की, उस जनरेशन ने केवल गंदगी और बहाने और झूठ देखे हैं। अब उनको भी एहसास होगा कि दिल्ली कैसी सुंदर होनी चाहिए थी, अब वो दिखेगी आपको।
उनके चारों बड़े नेता अरविंद केजरीवाल, मनीष सिसोदिया, सत्येंद्र जैन और सौरभ भारद्वाज बुरी तरह हार गए। पूरी आम आदमी पार्टी बिखरी हुई है, घर में कलह चल रहा है और आम आदमी पार्टी के अस्तित्व पर अब सवाल खड़ा है। लोग कह रहे हैं कि ये पार्टी अब फिनिश होने की ओर है। उसका बड़ा कारण है कि ना तो इनके पास कोई विचार है, ना कोई दृष्टिकोण है और ना ही दिल्ली के विकास का कोई रोड मैप था।
दिल्ली की जनता और दिल्ली के कार्यकर्ताओं में अलग उत्साह है। उस उत्साह की तैयारी भी उतने ही बड़े स्केल पे चल रही है। हजारों लाखों की संख्या में दिल्ली के कार्यकर्ता और दिल्ली की जनता रामलीला ग्राउंड में आने वाली है और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी भी वहाँ रहेंगे। बाकी तमाम एनडीए के नेता भी वहाँ रहेंगे और बाकी जो हमारे नए मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे और मंत्रिमंडल वो तो सब होंगे ही, पर अलग उत्साह और जोश है क्योंकि आपदा को दिल्ली से हटाया है।
All right, so let me tell you for now, as per calculations, who appears to be the big front runner on top. Going by all logic right now is Parvesh Verma. The reason Parvesh Verma is the front runner is because simply he defeated Arvind Kejriwal and is being called as the giant slayer from New Delhi. But also remember, he is no novice politician. He's an experienced face. He's about 47 years of age, young, dynamic, energetic, has been a two-time member of parliament already. He's the son of former Delhi CM Sahib Singh Verma, so comes with political experience, political family. He is the Jat face for the BJP, and Jat, though not a massive population, but about 7% prominent enough for National Capital Delhi. And therefore, all of this combined looks like, and with his connect as a Sangh cadre, has had a good connect with the voters on the ground as well, and has elected repeatedly. So therefore, he has proven his mettle. But what goes against him? He's made a lot of controversial statements, I must add, whether it's about minorities or with regard to how there have been in the recent past, especially in the past 3-4 years, there have been statements that have landed the BJP in soup as well with regard to Parvesh Verma. So some of those speech being seen as inflammatory, could that go against him? Could the BJP want someone who's more restrained when it comes to speaking, especially as the Chief Minister? That could be perhaps pros and cons BJP would want to look at. So that's what is about Parvesh Verma. I want to bring in Piyush Mishra on this. Piyush, all logic for now says Parvesh Verma. Why do you think that possibly he still remains on top of the front-runner ladder while other names are still changing and coming forth?
Well, he has a lot of advantage over other contenders, Pooja, because he's the one who is also being seen as a giant killer. He has defeated Arvind Kejriwal and that also with a huge margin of more than 4,000 votes. Another big advantage which he's getting is that there are at least 10 Jat-dominated seats in Delhi, and all these seats have been won by BJP. By projecting Parvesh Verma from New Delhi and giving him ticket has also sent out a good message to Jats here in Delhi and also in Haryana and other parts of country. Remember that in Haryana, BJP does not have a Jat face, Jat chief minister, and by making Parvesh Verma, BJP can also fulfill the wishes of Jats who are there in Haryana and in various parts of Western Uttar Pradesh. Now, Parvesh Verma is also being seen as a man who has got experience. He is two-time MP. BJP had decided to field
what you
him
say, Piyush,
during the Lok Sabha
the Chief
elections
Minister of Delhi may also have repercussions or references to other states as well. Stay tuned because he's just one of the front runners. Then coming in, Rekha Gupta. Delhi has been used to a woman chief minister for a long time, was Sheila Dikshit. But why possibly Rekha Gupta? She's had experience with municipal corporation in Delhi. She becomes the woman face for the national capital and from the BJP. She has support from the senior leadership and has had access with regard to the senior leadership from the centre as well. So she's known to the senior leaders, has been an old guard for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Then women-linked issues. Remember, women's security, law and order remain the top concerns for Delhi. Could that, in fact, help Rekha Gupta come in as not only a surprise name, but someone with a huge opportunity? But she's relatively fresh as an MLA. She may have the councillor experience, but it's very different from MLA and possibly as the chief minister. So these are some of the calculations that are being done with regard to Rekha Gupta. I bring in Piyush again. Piyush, we are used to a woman chief minister. Do you think Rekha Gupta can possibly make the cut? And around all the decorations around you at the BJP office, take us through that as well.
Well, certainly Rekha Gupta can also, be the chief minister. Why? Because sources in RSS have told us that now RSS wants a woman chief minister of BJP. There are around more than 20 states where BJP and NDA ruled governments are there, but there is not even one woman chief minister, and that is why BJP wants, RSS wants a woman to be projected. In fact, we have also seen how women have also come out in large number to support BJP in national capital. So that is why Rekha Gupta, who is also close to top leadership, has a good experience in administration, is a national vice president of BJP. So she can also be made the chief minister. And like you asked me, let me also try to show you the visuals. The preparations, those are underway here at BJP headquarters. You can see how a huge entry gate has also been erected at the front face of Delhi BJP office, where it is written on the poster, Delhi mein BJP Sarkar. So for that, BJP has struggled for 27 years. Last BJP saw Sushma Swaraj as its chief minister. After that, BJP had been struggling for so long. Sheila Dikshit was here chief minister for 15 years, and then Arvind Kejriwal ruled for around 12 years. So now finally the time has come for BJP, because BJP has also made a lot of promises to the people of Delhi.
Correct. Absolutely.
They will also have a lot of responsibility to fulfill because the tall promises have been made to the people.
It's definitely
so for that,
the change of an era. And Piyush and I have reported through the Sheila Dikshit era, through the Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal era. So whose era, so to say, apart from that of the BJP, will be a name that will edge for the residents of Delhi to start an era? There could be one more name, Ashish Sood. And I tell you why I bring in Ashish Sood's name. Remember, there are many other veteran leaders of Delhi BJP. He served as the General Secretary of Delhi Bharatiya Janata Party unit, has been in touch with the senior leadership, has had administrative experience like Rekha Gupta, has been a former councillor as well. But he's definitely one of the old guards when it comes to Delhi BJP. He has, in fact, this is important, someone that the central leadership trusts to become the co-in charge for another state, Jammu and Kashmir, Goa elections. So clearly the BJP has given him responsibilities beyond Delhi BJP. So he's well connected. But what then goes against him possibly? There have been accusations against him that while, yes, he's the Punjabi face, and Punjabi is a prominent, visible population in Delhi, but he has been accused of internal factionalism within Delhi BJP. There have been statements that have been deemed controversial by Ashish Sood that the party has had to defend or distance. And eventually, remember, he's been very direct, very forthright. And is that someone that the BJP would want to take a chance with? And that is something that Ashish Sood has come in as a name. However, because he's been so close to the central leadership, has definitely been in contact, has the support, has been given responsibilities, and has been an old guard of Delhi BJP. Does he deserve a chance to become the chief minister? So these are at least the three names from our best calculations, permutations, combinations. Will one of them become the chief minister, or will the BJP spring a surprise? We have some breaking news coming in. Let's take a look at that. Aam Aadmi Party MP Swati Maliwal has something to say again for Arvind Kejriwal. Aam Aadmi Party must make Dalit MLA as the leader of opposition, which means the LOP that has to come from the Aam Aadmi Party, and only AP because there's no Congress MLA. Who could that Dalit MLA be? Remember, she's still a member of parliament from the Aam Aadmi Party, even though, of course, in many ways a rebel MP. She's been going all guns blazing against Arvind Kejriwal, and therefore she's now said that to represent the underrepresented backgrounds, should there be a Dalit MLA who should be becoming a part of, or who should be the leader of opposition. And it's very interesting why she says that. Remember, one of the big names who did win from the Aam Aadmi Party was Atishi from Kalkaji. Is she also taking a dig to say Atishi should not become one? Amit Bhardwaj joining me for the latest on this. Amit, it's very interesting. I'm sure Arvind Kejriwal wouldn't be really listening to Swati Maliwal right now, and yet she says there should be a Dalit MLA. It's an important mention. It's a sensitive chord that she struck. Why do you think she's making that comment?
Pooja, even through the Delhi campaign, what we had seen that Swati Maliwal, the rebel Aam Aadmi Party MP, was constantly picking up issues which could actually hurt the Aam Aadmi Party and its image in the public at large. And that is why you had, Swati Maliwal taking out the garbage and the kooda from the streets of the national capital and trying to put it in front of Arvind Kejriwal's residence. And she had pulled off several of such videos throughout the Delhi campaign. It seems that that particular campaign mood of Swati Maliwal is yet to be over, and she is hitting at the spot where it seems to be vulnerable position for Aam Aadmi Party, because now what she has, with this particular demand, she has actually made two targets. Number one, obviously, because right now in the race for while we are discussing as to who will be the chief minister phase of the Bharatiya Janata Party, who will take oath at Ramlila Maidan where I am standing right now. The question is also as to who will be the leader of opposition of Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi Assembly. The reason being that Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, Saurabh Bhardwaj, all these top guns have lost elections in 2025 battle. Now the question is whether it will be the former chief minister, the outgoing chief minister Atishi, who will take over the LOP post, or Gopal Rai, someone like experienced hand who has a large experience as a legislator and a minister and understands electoral politics. Gopal Rai will be made that LOP. But, so certainly an attack. So that in terms of projection, Atishi is the front runner for that LOP post. So that target has been achieved by Swati Maliwal. The second target, it seems, to touch that soft, again, vulnerable position of Aam Aadmi Party, because it had raised a promise.
And perhaps Swati also realizes, Amit, isn't it, that Aam Aadmi Party won the majority of SC-dominated seats, reserved seats, but the vote share this time also came down. But Dalit voters remain a strong vote bank to some extent still for Aam Aadmi Party. So it will be a tough call, and Swati Maliwal can say that she's the one who at least suggested. So what decision will Arvind Kejriwal and the party take? Thank you very much for now. We'll be looking forward to who becomes the leader of opposition in the Delhi Assembly.